Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Dea Ayushabana. I'm from class 3B of English Education Department. In second language acquisition lesson, I will explain about the linguistics of second language acquisition. The nature of language. What is it that we learn when we learn a language? If we look up a definition of language in a dictionary, we will probably see a reference to its verbal features, oral and written, to its function in communication, and to its uniquely human character. Most linguists will agree that all naturally occurring languages also share the following characteristics. First, language are semantic. They consist of recurrent elements which occur in regular patterns of relationship. Second, language are symbolic. Sequence of sounds or letters do not inherently process meaning. Third, languages are social. Each language reflects the social requirements of the society that use it. Simplified list of the areas of knowledge which every L1 or L2 learner must acquire at this different level. First, lexicon. Second, phonology. Third, morphology. Fourth, nonverbal structures. And fifth, discourse. Number 2 is contrastive analysis or CA. Is an approach to the study of SLA which involves predicting and explaining learner problems based on a comparison of L1 and L2 to determine similarities and differences. Number 3 is error analysis. Error analysis or EA is the first approach to the study of SLA, which includes an internal focus on learners' creative ability to construct language. It is based on the description and analysis of actual learner errors in L2 rather than on idealized linguistic structures attributed to native speaker of L1 and L2 as in CA. The next is interlanguage. Under the same influences from linguistics and psychology as Corder and building on his concept and procedure for EA, introduced the term interlanguage to refer to the intermediate stage or interim grammars of a learner's language as it moves towards the target L2. An interlanguage has the following characteristics. 1. Systematic. 2. Dynamic. 3. Variable. 4. Reduced system, both in form and function. Morpheme order studies. The concept of natural order remains very important for understanding SLA. However, both from linguistic and from cognitive approaches, the morpheme acquisition studies were followed by research which indicate that there are also regular sequences in acquisition of some synthetic construction by both children and adults. Monitor models. The hypotheses forming the model are the following. 1. Acquisition learning hypothesis. 2. Monitor hypothesis. 3. Natural order hypothesis. 4. Input hypothesis. And 5. Affective filter hypothesis. Universal grammar. Universal grammar, or UG, continues the tradition which Chomsky introduced in his earlier work. Two concepts in particular have been of central importance. First, what needs to be accounted for in language acquisition in linguistics? Competence or speaker or hearer's underlying knowledge of language. This is distinguished from linguistic performance or speaker-hearer's actual use of language in specific instance. Second, such knowledge of language goes beyond what could be learned from the input people receive. Next is functional approaches. While UG has been the dominant linguistic approach to SLA for many years, many researchers have rather chosen to take an external focus on language learning. The more influential of these approaches are based on the framework or functionalism. Next is systematic linguistics. Linguistic structures which are mastered in the development process are a direct reflection of the functions that language serve. Their development is closely related to the social and personal needs they are used to convey. And functional typology. Another approach within the functional framework is functional typology, which is based on the comparative study of wide range of the world's language. Functions to form mapping. Another functional approach which has been applied to the description and analysis of interlanguage emphasizes a function to form mapping in the acquisitional sequence. Information organization. Information organization refers to a functional approach with a focus on uttering structure or the way in which learners put their words together. So I think that is all. Thanks for the attention and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.